light off. Turn this on. Wait just a second for some people to get in here, and we're going to talk about Mr. Andreas Bull-Hansen. So this is a guy. He's got a lot of subscribers. He's a novelist, allegedly. I don't know. I've never looked into, to see if he actually is or not. He does pretty good on social media, but he's another example of, and if he sees this, and I hope he does, because I want to make him think. That's why I'm making this. He has his ideal of freedom, which is nothing more than the same old shit. People say that they want freedom, but that they support the very things they claim to be against. I was just driving down the road and one of his videos came on. I quit listening to him a long time ago when somebody asked about drug and alcohol use. He said, no, we shouldn't let people drink and use drugs because they act stupid when they do. So he lumped everybody into this group, and which is no different than the same shit he claims to be against, like with the C virus. Or, well, you can't make your own choice because you're stupid or you act stupid, so we need to make that choice for you. He doesn't actually know what freedom is, and he wants the very shit he claims to be against. When I used to listen to him after that, I think I listened to him one or two other times, and it's more of the same old, supporting the shit you claim to be against. So freedom is the ability to make whatever choice you want as long as it don't violate the rights of the next person. Now he's mad because the monkey piss or whatever it is going to destroy democracy. A novelist that doesn't understand or know that democracy is evil. It's mob rule. It is what happened during the old C virus. Mob rule. The majority voting for the minority and ruling over the minorities. The 51.1% or the 50.1% ruling over the 49.9%. That's what democracy is. So, either you're pro-freedom, you can't be both pro-freedom and pro-democracy. Being pro-democracy is pro-mob rule. That's what that means.
Oh, and Blaster's off the list of
yeah, Green Blaster's gone, so nobody can buy that now. We sold it. The thing is like people like him have a large voice. They have a large audience of people who watch them, who they can also make think. But as long as they're in that echo chamber, and everybody agrees with what they're saying, it's more the majority being wrong. It's the same shit we see everywhere else. You have all these people with these loud voices and this far reach, yet they refuse to think for themselves because everybody that they talk to agrees with them, therefore they must be right. I mean, and there's a whole list of these channels that do this shit. If somebody wants to use drugs, who cares? If they want to ingest something, let them. If they violate another human's rights directly because they use drugs, not, I use heroin and I go out and steal from somebody to buy heroin. No, you're stealing from somebody. That has nothing to do with the heroin, even if the money is being used to buy heroin. Now, I used heroin, and because I used heroin, I went and I punched somebody in the mouth. Okay, so you have a problem. Then the person can punch the person back in the mouth or whatever. But regardless, people should have the choice to make if they want to choose to drink alcohol or use drugs. They should have be able to have the choice to destroy their own lives. But in Bull-Hansen's ideal of freedom, you wouldn't have that choice. Society should make that choice for you, just like society tried to make the choice that everybody needs to get a shot or 2 or 4 or 16. And he wasn't okay with that. We have to get away from we're okay with what we're okay with, but we're not okay with what we're not. It's either you're pro-freedom, everybody live their lives, do what they do. You want to snort heroin off a hooker's ass, more power to you. I don't care. Until a direct line can be drawn from your action violating my rights More power to you. Heroin away. I just don't care. That's freedom. The ability to choose, the ability to choose to do whatever you want, no matter what that is, as long as a direct line cannot be drawn to you violating somebody's rights because of that. Again, so drinking and driving is a good example. Well, we shouldn't let people drink and drive. There should be laws against that. So we should create laws, jail people because of what could happen, right? Just like we should give you a stab because of what could happen. Not because of what has happened, or not because of what you've done, but because of what could happen down the road. And most times wouldn't happen. I explained about my dad getting a DUI in the beer store parking lot. He left his beer in the console and walked in, and the state boy pulled up next to him, looked over and see the Bud Light sitting in the console. It almost ruined my dad's life. Yeah, you know, my dad made the choice to do it. But my dad didn't hurt anybody. You know, if there's no victim, there's not a crime, and the state cannot be a victim. Government cannot be a victim. Yet, in the United States, I'm sure it's this way everywhere else too, now the corporation's the victim. That's why it's always the state of Tennessee versus Ohio versus Michigan versus. It's never, even if if I walked up to you and punched you in the mouth, as a victim, it should be you versus me in court. But it's not. It's just more of the bullshit, man. Like, I'm so sick of it. I'm so burnt out on it. You know, I told Dry Fire last night in a text conversation. I'm just really done. Nobody cares. And the people that do care, you know, care to a certain degree. You know, people are not willing to make those sacrifices anymore. You know, they're not willing to put their fortunes on the line, or their property on the line, or their prosperity on. They're just not willing to make those sacrifices. Freedom's dead. It doesn't matter if you're in Norway, the United States, Tijuana, wherever. The only way you can be free in the world is to be a fucking criminal. And I'm okay with that. I don't care. I just live my life. I do what I want. If I'm within the laws, okay. If I'm not, well, fuck it. But like, people need to start really calling these people out. If you know, at least do that. At least, you know, and you know, you just, like I said, they get these echo chambers, and you just can't make them listen. Well, 439,000 people agree with me, so I must be right. No, 439,000 people are idiots just like you. I shouldn't have said that, because the dude's really not an idiot. He can think. He just hasn't got to that point to be able to think. You know, it's more the, you know, it's like our democracy. Our democracy. Democracy is mob rule. The mob tried to make you stick a needle in your arm because you are incapable of making that decision for yourself. You do stupid things when it comes to, I gotta turn this light off for a minute. You do stupid things when it comes to your own health and safety and the health and safety of others. So the mob should decide for you. No, it's not how that works. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not over the sea virus, not over the monkey piss, and not ever. I decide for me. Period. If you choose to get on the road with me as I'm drinking and driving, you made that choice knowing that you're probably going to ask somebody drinking or driving. But if I don't hurt you, who cares? If I do hurt you, along with the sacrifice, it'll never have what? Go ahead. It's just going to continue to get worse, man. Like I said, it's more of the same old shit, and it's unfortunate. I wish I could get that kind of reach just for 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes. Let me talk to 500. Let me have a voice for 20 minutes to 500,000 people that'll listen. We could change the fucking world. or at least screw up their plan. One of the two. Either way, I'm happy with. I guess screwing up their plan would be changing the world. We're not talking about the heavy duty dick face now, man. The dude's a fucking loser. He is fucking one of the worst ones that there fucking is. The dude's a shitbag. He's a fucking pussy. For some reason, always wants to talk about boys' butts or some crazy shit. He's a fag. Fuck him. Forget about him. You know, I mean, you know, you're a Ryan Upchurch fan. You know why I don't like Ryan Upchurch? Because he's more the same old fucking other shit, man. Ryan Upchurch is an enemy of mine. Why? Because he is anti-fucking freedom. However, you have somebody named Johnny Gobble who posted a video of a fucking phone conversation that led to all this bullshit, yet nobody's jumping on his fucking side because he's having the same fucking problems with government that we are having. No, you have all these fucking quote-unquote pro-freedom motherfuckers jumping on the fucking redneck side that is completely anti-freedom, pro-fucking cop, as they are dogging the halfway retarded kid who sees tyranny in his fucking city. He fucking sees it. But nobody will take his side. Why? Because it doesn't get you the views. That's why. That's why you got to put at Ryan Upchurch in your video. Just like I'm putting at Bull-Hansen in this one. I want to talk directly to him because I want him to open his eyes and spread a better message. If you want to be about freedom, okay. Then be about freedom. Not half-assed freedom. Not your fucking pansy-ass, panty-waist, whatever version of freedom. True freedom. Because you either have freedom or you have slavery. If you are only 99% free, only 99% pro-freedom, then you are 100% an enemy of that freedom. Yeah, Randall got a way of talking to people, man. He stays way calmer than me. I'm just to the point with people, man, I'd rather punch you in the fucking mouth and have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? Like, people are just stupid. Like, they are legit, have lost the ability to think about anything. Did you see the live stream we did this morning about the motorcycle accident? I'm just going to give a refresher real quick because this is how incapable of people are thinking. So, I make these posts on Facebook to gain work, employment, right? Hey, if you need some help, if you call me, blah, 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 here's what I do, here's my card, here's my phone number. And I always get suckered into reading the first post on my newsfeed, right? Every time, never fails. So somebody, and it's always, and like this time of year, it's always the same shit. From spring until about the middle of summer, you see the grass clippings post. Hey guys, don't put your don't face your grass clippings to the road, blow them in the road because you can get ticketed, you can get fined, it's going to kill people, blah blah blah. And I just left a comment and say, like, look, shut the fuck up. I challenge anybody to show me one case ever in this country where grass clippings have been directly responsible, key phrase, directly responsible for a fatality or an accident on a motorcycle. So you know there's always the smart one, right? The genius who can Google shit but can't understand what they read. They leave a link. That's just one out of about 3 million. So I read it. Motorcycle A is a male. Motorcycle B is his wife, female. They're following each other down the road. Guy's over here cutting in his yard. He left an 1/8 mile of grass out in the road. So about an 1/8 mile has some grass clippings in the road. They swerve to the left, to the center line, to go around the grass clippings. While they're doing this, the motorcycle in the front lets off the throttle apparently and throws a bird up to the dude mowing the fucking yard. So what does dumb bitch do? She's watching to see what the guy doing mowing the yard is. You know what happens to her? She hits dude in the ass, gets thrown from her bike, dies 2 days later. That wasn't the grass clipping's fault. That was stupid bitch's fault for not paying attention to what she was doing. They could have drove right through the grass clippings. The guy in front of her could have not flipped the dude off. But that's more to that bullshit. They've seen it so much that they actually believe that grass clippings are going to make you wreck on a motorcycle. Now, if you're on a crotch rocket or you're on a Harley and you're doing 90 down the road, and there's a 35-mile-an-hour curve, and you try to swing that curve going 90, and you hit some grass clippings, you know what? You might wreck. But it ain't going to be because of the grass clippings. It's going to be because you're going 90 fucking miles an hour on a 35-mile-an-hour curve. But like people just, they can't even, when they see the information, they can't even comprehend what the hell they're reading. They can't comprehend what they see or even what they say or what they repeat. Like, come on, people. Like, all this shit that's going on in the world is mostly going on because of the people like Bull-Hansen, who's quote-unquote pro-freedom, yet doesn't believe that we should allow people to drink and use drugs because they do stupid things. He's a novelist, allegedly. More guys. He's not. He's from the Netherlands. But it's still the same thing, though. It doesn't matter if he's from here. If he's preaching freedom, but he's not really preaching freedom, that shit spreads, man. Just like I'm not in the Netherlands, and I've watched him. I watched him until I figured out what he was. I'm like, well, wait a second here. Homie is my enemy. You know? Yeah, he's Norwegian, right? I don't know if the allegations for sure or not. What the fuck are you talking about? What allegations? Whether hell can say whatever he wants. Yeah, and then here on top of it, Red Reaper. So you're Johnny Gobble, which I don't even want to have this conversation because it's fucking stupid. If you should be on anybody's side, here's my position on it. You should be on fucking Gobble's side. Why? Because Ryan Upchurch is a cop-owned bitch. He took his fucking mom to Paintsville to file a sexual harassment charge against Johnny Gobble for some shit that happened on the fucking internet. He's a cop-calling bitch. Fuck him. He's no better than fucking Joe Biden or Fauci or any of them other motherfuckers that want to rule over you. Because he likes it. He supports it. Because Upchurch is as much my enemy as anybody else is. Because like I'm just sick of seeing the shit, just like I just explained. If you had to choose between Upchurch and what's going on in Paintsville, Kentucky, with that fucking government up there, the local government, motherfuckers should be on Gobble's side because of the government shit. Fuck all that other bullshit. But they'll keep doing videos about it and post them at Ryan Upchurch, at Johnny Gobble, whatever, just to get views and shit. I mean, but there's no substance to it. Same reason I don't make videos anymore. There's no fucking substance to what I have to say because I've said it so much, my messages have gotten so goddamn short. Because I'm sick of saying it and people not understanding it. And it's not because I can't speak it in a way for them to understand. It's because they're so caught up in their own little fucking ring of bullshit, they won't break themselves out of it no matter what evidence you show them. Look at Zombie Fuck. 16 times, I bet you I've asked him 100 times. You know, you heard him say, the sheriff is the only constitutional law enforcement there is. There's no such thing as constitutional law enforcement in this country. Not unless it's the fucking people. The government can police society. That society is not free. Period. Why? Because government makes the rules, then they enforce those rules on you. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It's about what could happen. That's why it costs you $25,000 to buy an M16. Oh, let's not forget about the $200 tax stamp. You have to pay government and ask for the permission. That's why you can't have a bump stock. Not because of what you've done, but because of what somebody else done, what you could possibly do, allegedly, they done. What you could possibly do. The same reason you get pulled over drinking and driving, you lose your license, they take you to jail, they tow your car. You lose your job. You got to pay the fucking tow truck company, we all know is in cahoots with the goddamn police department, $500, $600, $700 to get your car out. If they will give it back to you. Probably not, though. It's just more of the same old shit. Like, when are we going to buckle down and either fucking get with it or just say fuck it? You know, but I'm not okay with, you know, anybody who's, it's like these counterfeit freedom fighters. Like, you see it, like, that's why I don't, like, you know, I heard somebody a while back, somebody sent me a video, and they said that people wanted them to fight for their version of freedom. This was somebody that would wear a mask into Walmart just to make his day easier. He doesn't have a fight for freedom. He has a fight to get the fuck along the easiest he can, because without government in place, he knows he would not survive. So his goal is to breathe, not to live, to breathe. That's two totally different things. There's been people that have, you know, breathed for 80 years and never lived a fucking second in their life. I mean, it's just, it's all the same shit, man. I mean, let's just talk about upcharge and heavy duty country for a minute. They say the same fucking shit, but you hate one of them and you fucking support the other one. Makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. Not a fucking lick of sense. But when you drag yourself into that conversation and there's a side to take, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they're really your enemy. But you're still going to take that side. No, fuck that bitch. He's a fucking enemy of mine. I don't give a fuck if he's right or not. He's still a goddamn enemy of mine. Period. But it's not looked at that way. Sal's was pretty upset about selling his fool. He started crying. I was like, dude, you ain't read it in 4 months. You never ride the damn thing. He sold it to help me get a truck. That's why I sold it. Poor guy. Plus, he needs some parts for his four-wheel too. These front tires. These front tires for his blaster. Tires for the Banshee. So we're gonna get that stuff out of it, and then what's left, I'm gonna put toward a truck. I gotta get something cheaper on gas. I'm just not getting anywhere with this truck. Like, you know, I spent $2,200 last month on fuel. That's not including my Ohio trip. So you're talking around $2,550, $2,600 in fuel. Like, I can't do that to get anywhere. So I don't know. I'm looking for. So the guy, I found a truck I want to buy, but he's got to find a truck before he can sell me his truck. He's looking for a 15 and up Chevrolet 4-door. Half ton, preferably LTZ. If I know where one's at, let me know. We'll drive to get it. What the hell are we doing? I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I'm just past the point of frustration with all the bullshit. You know, you have these people who do stupid shit. The government, to keep them safe, instills fear in them so that they will not protect themselves, therefore they do not carry guns. And I guess maybe, you know, I kind of have a bias in that, because that's why my kid is dead. Fuck all that other shit. That's why my kid is dead. Period. Point blank, that's why my kid's dead. But then when those people get killed, you know, they want to hear your voice if you want to scream and cry about gun control. You need more gun control. Need more gun control. But you say the fucking truth and how it is, and your voice won't be heard at all. But let your kid get killed in a fucking shooting, and you start screaming that gun control shit, they'll take you to the fucking White House to meet whoever the hell's playing that position today. But then they're using it. They use those cases where government's directly responsible for those people's deaths. They're complicit at best, responsible at worst. They then use that to try to keep you from protecting yourself. So at what point are you going to say, you know what? Fuck all you are. Better be caught with it than without it. And then, if I get caught with it, and you try to fucking treat me as if you are a criminal, you try to kidnap me, I'm not going to allow that shit to happen either. Freedom. You can't do that. They're a government. They have complete authority over you. Yet you're free, right? You got to obey them. They have a funny costume on and a piece of metal on their chest. And they have a gun. Yeah, okay. The difference in me and the fucking stupid ass that would say some dumb shit like that is I have no fear. I do not fear death. Once you lose the fear of death, you cannot be fucking controlled. Kill me. What's my other option? Slave for the next fucking 40 years if I make it that long? 15, 10, 20, whatever it is, 3. You know, to be productive, you must pay the king. You want to go to work, you must pay the king. Fuck all that. Cut the king out. And if he comes to get his, give him what he's got coming, I guess. But giving him your wages, like how much better off would 28 people right here be if throughout your lifetime you have got to keep every penny that you've earned? I don't want none of those services. I don't give a fuck about the cops. I don't care about your school system. I don't care about your EMS. I don't care about none of that shit. Well, you'll say that until something happens. You need an EMS. Fuckhead, last time I was in the goddamn ambulance, I was on the phone with my dad, telling him to come get me. I didn't want the EMS bullshit. That's with a broken fucking leg, a broken pelvis, and a broken back. Separated shoulder and a goddamn head injury. So don't tell me what I will or won't do when a certain thing happens. I'm not mad at all, man. I'm not mad. It's just like, it's frustrating, man. You know what I mean? It's just frustrating that people are just fucking okay with what's going on. Like, they are making you fucking poorer right now for a reason. You know why? Because the day will come where you won't be able to afford to eat. Then what are you going to do? When you won't be able to afford to drive your car to go to work, then what are you going to do? You got 2 options. Do whatever you got to do. That's option A. B, rely on government. And they are betting that you're going to rely on government because they have instilled so much fear in you that you're not going to do whatever you got to do. I am happy, man. It's not that I'm not happy. I am happy, but you know what? You know what it would take for all that to go away? Some fuckhead on here lurking like they always do, and they do, just like the bullshit with Facebook. I make a post on Facebook. I don't work for one fucking person I don't want to get into a conversation with about my past. Not one. You know why? Because everybody in their goddamn family has got somebody that's been addicted to drugs. That was me. Has been to jail. That was me a bunch of times. Has a problem with the cops. That's just me, period. Whatever. Like, there's not much in life I haven't been through. I'm not saying that I've been through more than anybody, because I haven't. But God damn it, I've been through a lot across the whole spectrum. You know, but I mean, like, how long are you going to fear this bullshit? And I guess that's what it really boils down to. You know, I'm over here. The day my car gets pulled, you know who's going to be here? Me and my wife and my kids. That's who's going to be here. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. When I said, fuck it, we're selling our place and we're going somewhere, Who's coming? Everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. Fucking come on. There was like a bunch of people that said, yeah, we'll go. Wherever we're going, let's go. Until they seen I was serious. Like, I don't give a fuck about the suburban life. I don't care about having a nice house. I just want to live my life and be left alone. That's it. Is that too much to ask? Fuck no, it's not. It's my life. Yeah, we live in a fear-based world. Everything, most of the things you do is based on fear. Well, I got to go to work because I won't be able to pay my bills. I'll lose my house. Well, I got to pay taxes so I can go to work. I got to buy a new car so I can make it to work. Yeah, and like now they design shit so either A, you can't fix it yourself. Fuck now, B, you can't get the fuel for it. Or C, you got to buy a new one every couple of years. I mean, what happened to the days like when somebody was broke down the side of the road, you could have a screwdriver, a box of Bisquick, a clamp, and a AA battery and fix any problem on the goddamn car. Now you got to have supercomputers and shit. What's my fear? I've lost the fear for pretty much everything, man. Not seeing my family tomorrow is my fear. Yeah, it's hard to get parts now. And then when you do get parts, they're junk. Look at this shit with the starter on this thing. What'd I go through? 7 of them? 7 starters, like a 6-week period? No, it's your truck. It's your truck. No, it's not my truck. It's your piece of shit parts. It's your truck. And finally, I got to give my money back, and I went across the street to AutoZone. I found a starter that was built pre-C-Virus, and I haven't had a problem since. Imagine that. But what do you think O'Reilly's did because I spent hours under my goddamn truck because of their junk-ass parts? Nothing. Give me back the exact same amount of money I gave them. Yeah, used cars are on the way. I was just talking with this dude I was working for tonight. Man, I fucked up. I'm shitty at finishing sheetrock. I'm shitty at it. Oh god. But we were talking about this. Like he was looking at a truck, a year ago, and the same truck he was looking at a year ago that was $20,000 is now $35,000. I was like, it's not going to get no cheaper, bro. These fuckers wasn't playing when they kept calling it the new normal and all this bullshit. They wasn't playing. But it's only normal because you accept it. You know why fuel's so high? Because they know that we're going to buy it. Is it let's go Brandon now? Fuck a let's go Brandon bullshit. I'm sick of hearing that shit too. It's not Brandon doing the shit. It's all of government. One man does nothing. One man does nothing by himself. There's always got to be some noisy for. What? You better. I know you're sorry now. Apologize, woman.
I'm so sorry.
So, do you remember that painting on the wall there? Juan did that.
Okay.
Their oldest son.
All right.
Did you ever see it?
Yeah.
They're so.
We're talking about something else. You're gonna get me unmad.
Sorry, no. Get on.
Yeah, you're gonna get me unmad, and then we'll be really pissed.
Okay, get mad.
AC.
Get mad.
Huh?
Turn the AC.
I kill his life for a
Back
second.
AC.
I don't feel like dying tonight. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing too. It's like you might win the fight right now. I get pulled over right now, some shit happens, and I decide that I'm not going to obey. Doesn't matter what happens right now, because they will fucking come, and they will come, and they will come, and they will come, and they will come until they kill you. That's what government does. You will listen or you will die. Well, you know what, man? Like, there's got to be a point in every man's life where death doesn't seem like that bad of an option. You ever heard of that old saying? There's not a better day to die than today? That's that, okay? I forget how it is. A better day to die, I forget. It doesn't matter. You get the point. You get the gist of it, right? Why we got this on high? If you have it on cool, the windshield gets cool, it'll clear it off too.
What? I didn't hear nothing you said.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, I was.
I know you keep telling me how sorry you am. I wish you'd start up there. You are. I wish you'd start apologizing.
Oh my god.
I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. What?
I'm just kidding. You know I'm kidding, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're kidding? Are you kidding?
I don't-
Do you have to say that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want you to know. I just wanted them to know that you know I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Yes, I know.
Like they don't know. Like you haven't seen her with any
You had
black
that
eyes
crazy
yet,
love,
right?
Like telling Stuart said. She said, you guys got that crazy love. When you were like yelling at me in the truck the other day.
What was I yelling?
I was on the outside, you was on the inside. I don't know what you were even, you weren't even really yelling, you were just talking bullshit.
I talk a lot of shit to you.
Yeah.
One day though, man, and one day you're gonna slip up and trip and accidentally like hit me in the face, and I'm gonna be like, whack.
Why would I hit you in the face?
Like if you trip and then you're gonna grab to like save
Oh.
yourself on accident, and that's gonna be my chance. Fucking knock the shit out.
Well, you better keep on then.
Oh, I plan on it. I'm gonna pop out. Hit you with the old
Better not
2-piece.
stop.
And then I'm gonna hit him.
Stop and it's over.
I'm only kidding. I would never hit you.
I know.
Too hard.
What?
You don't hit your significant other. Now, if a woman hits you, then guess
Knock
what?
the shit out of her.
Yeah, knock the shit out of it. Knock her teeth out of her head.
Yes.
What about?
You better make it good because you're gonna go
I
to
mean,
jail.
It's about equal, yeah, yeah. If you're going to, you like, listen, if she calls the cops on you, you got about 5 minutes to get it done, whatever you're planning on getting done. You're going to jail no matter what. It ain't about what you've done, it's about what you could do. So you might as well get it in.
Get it in.
Listen.
Like
What
Chrissy,
about-
didn't we have this conversation when we first got together where I told you if you ever called the cops on me for about hitting you in the mouth or something? Yeah, I
It's
remember.
been several times that you've said stupid
Yeah.
shit like that.
But I was serious about that. Like, you ever call the cops on me, I don't care if I walk up and splash you in the mouth for no reason. If you called the cops on me, like, I would have nothing to do with it. Which I would hope you'd have nothing to do with me if I did that to you.
No.
But you're a woman, and you're psychotic,
Bullshit.
and in love.
What about if a grown woman puts her hands on me? Then do I cock back?
You knock her eyeball out of her head.
Listen,
How
a woman stands up to you and
If
hits
a woman
you.
stands up to you, she made a mistake. She got too much of that don't hit a woman bullshit.
And I said, don't leave any marks.
Don't leave any marks. Listen,
you
that,
better
that
leave
shit don't
every
matter.
mark.
Yeah, you better leave as many marks as you can.
Knock the bitch out. I told Riley the same thing because that little Elizabeth
Like,
was
I
trying
just
to be
don't.
smart.
Just, how about this? How about women don't hit guys? You ain't got to worry about getting hit. How about
You
that?
can't uncall the police, Character Matter says.
What?
You can't uncall the police.
Nope, sure can't. They're going to take everybody to jail, somebody to jail. Because they're daddy government. You need them to, like, government has no business in domestic situations. Child support, marriage,
a bike.
divorce, domestics, whatever it is. I don't need government to run my life. If me and Chrissy get into a fight, we can handle it. We got
My
this.
brother and my uncles. No, I'm just kidding.
I'd whoop all their asses anyway. Fucking, they all wear red helmets
Wonder if
around.
Daddy was still alive.
What daddy?
Daddy
He'd
gets you.
probably shoot me.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, yeah.
Probably would.
You know
No,
what you
he
tell the
would.
woman with two black eyes?
No, you told her twice already.
So, all women are crazy, just some are less crazy than others. Just gotta find one that you can handle their crazy. Can you handle my crazy? 18 years? Sounds like you handle
listen,
my crazy.
I'm pretty passive.
Oh, that is
Let's just
not.
say that.
Then I am fucking ridiculously passive with you.
Whatever. You're psychotic.
Look at the way you talk every night.
About what?
Like even on here, just bullshit.
I'm just bullshit. Everybody
You're
knows.
still crazy.
Everybody knows I'm just bullshit when it comes to you.
Aren't you the one that told me that there's 80% truth to everything you say?
Yeah.
So shut up.
Every lie has 80% truth. And if you want to make it easier on yourself, make it 95% truth. Because then when you lie the next time, you only fuck up by 5% if you don't tell her so. It's as easy as not to lie. I don't lie. You can tell when I'm kidding, though, I would hope. I'm sure there's some asshole on here who's done call the cops. Christy's being beat. Nick's gonna black her eyes. Please run to their home. Hurry!
Nick, they rub off on us. It's okay to be a little crazy.
Yeah, a little crazy, all right. Wow.
Jeff
This
said,
crazy,
how much is that
this
shit?
crazy fucker right here. I come out of the grocery store, if I've ever split up with her, my car would be like on 3 flat tires with the stop sign through the window or some shit. She'd be stalking me in the bushes with a fucking full Bud Light bottle ready to chuck it at my ass.
Who? What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I said nothing.
No, say it again. I didn't hear you.
I said you.
What?
I said you're that kind of crazy where if something ever happened and we split up, I'd come out of Kroger's and my car would be on 3 flat tires with the stop sign through the window or some shit.
No.
You'd be in the bushes. Be in the bushes like with a full Bud Light bottle ready to throw it at me.
No,
I've been hit with
I
the Bud.
wouldn't, like,
I've been hit with a
try to
full
hurt
Bud Light can with the rim side, the drinking side. I've been hit with one of those in the back of that. Heather fucking threw it at me.
Haven't you been
She's
hit with a
stupid.
bat and sledgehammer?
That's a real crazy stupid bitch.
I should have hit her. I
Yeah.
should have hit her. She just would have.
Roadhouse.
That was back when I was on my. I don't hit girls. Women. I don't hit them with bullshit.
Dry Fire says my wife would transition sleep after.
Oh yeah.
My wife would transition me in my sleep if I left her. You're
Yeah.
spinning.
That's good right there.
Dad.
What's up, bro?
What did I say just a second ago?
Well, I can't remember what I said a second ago. How the hell am I going to remember what you said too?
Mom, can you go back like 20 seconds real quick?
For what?
You know what? He wants to hear what he said 20 seconds ago.
What did you say?
I don't remember.
We got off the topic of Bull-Hansen, but it's okay.
Yeah, keep it
Hopefully he
sorry,
watches this and he sees the first time and he's like, wait a second. And he has an epiphany. Probably not going to happen. But we could try. But the problem with deleting the channel and starting all over is that my message is so short.
Something I hit her really bad. It was when he was talking about he got hit in the back of the head with the rim.
My message is so short now that it wouldn't matter. What, Side Guy?
Should we tell a story?
Congratulations,
about
TLR.
what happened?
And armed in AK 30 years, you beat us all, man.
What?
Sledgehammer bats.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got no fight. I got no fight time, and I got beat up. I got beat up a lot. I get beat up more than I win. But goddamn it, I'll fight.
The Bobbitt lady, for real. She did
Lorena,
it.
what was her name? Lorena?
Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt
She
straight
did
chucked
it.
his pecker out the window.
She did?
Cheat on
Yeah.
me, you old fucker.
Amy Fisher, Lorena Bobbitt, and what was his name? What was his name? Somebody knows his name.
It's Bobbitt.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's his last name.
Lorena Bobbitt. What was it? What was the dude's
I can't
name?
remember his name.
Damn, how can we never
Grass
forget
makes
his
you
name?
angry. John Bobbitt.
John Bobbitt.
He don't Bobbitt no more.
Yeah, I bet he's got a bump.
Probably. And that little blue pill and all that stuff.
No, it probably just don't work anymore because all his tendons and shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like the sacks that hold the
So, like,
blood.
what's the point in even putting it back on if it's not a work? Just get a bag.
Because no, they can like make it work. They'll put like airbags in there and you have your little pump. Put your holes in them. I'm not bullshitting. There's somebody in here right now that's got one of those.
Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah. Joey Buttafuoco, yeah, that was his name. It wasn't Bobbitt. It wasn't John Bobbitt. It was
That's
Joey
right.
Buttafuoco.
Right, yeah, right.
Yeah, shut
and
up.
Bobbitt
See?
was Lorena
Act like
Bobbitt,
you know
right.
what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
Damn, just like
I
a
think
damn
I had
woman.
literally 2 hours of sleep today, last night.
Your choice. I don't want to hear about it.
It was not my choice. I couldn't sleep. It happens.
Yeah, you know what happens, right? That's when you have a
You
phone
don't
in
bob
front
it
of your
no
face.
more.
When you have a phone in front of your face, you can't go to sleep because of the light. You gotta
Huh?
turn the phone off, take it down.
I didn't have the phone. I was talking to Traden for like 2 hours.
Oh, so now that it comes out.
Well,
I told you, me and Traden was up talking. Remember, I had come over with you guys, and then Silas couldn't eat the rest of the sandwich, so I didn't want to leave it and have problems. So I took it out and gave it to them and split it, and then Traden was still up, so I talked to him.
I just know I got a roof to work on tomorrow and I have no help and I
Robin
need
got
help.
his head.
Yeah, my-
What? He got more than circumcised.
So I got, you're gonna want to go. You're gonna go over there. And you're gonna climb up that ladder, buddy.
He got circumference size.
I think he got more than circumcised.
Do they have a metal ladder already? Like
No, well, my ladders are over there. The ladders are fine. The problem is you get to the top of that ladder and then
Did you
getting
make
on
my
the roof. Did I do what?
Did you make my steak?
Oh shit! No, we didn't even go get you nothing to eat.
That's all right. We got food. We
Yeah.
actually,
All right.
then they made, John is
The
a
power was up
hell
there.
of a cook, dude.
Yeah, he's a chef.
You
Like a
should
real
see
chef.
what he made.
He's like a for real chef.
Dude, it,
But his ass needs to get it back there and cook some more. So it doesn't take
there
as long
was
as it's good.
clams
He needs to stay
and
back there.
oysters and
All right, guys. Have a good night. He's got a pump. I'm telling you.
he needs extra help with what I'm saying.
He's got a pump.
Shit.
You got it. You got it. What'd you say to me?
Shit.
Oh, maybe backache you for your friends.
Oh man.
All right, I gotta roll, guys. You guys have a good night. Stay safe and live free. You want to live free? That means making your own choices and doing what you want. And one day somebody's gonna kill you for doing it. But so fucking what? You got to live in the meantime.